Hello everyone, this is Picard47. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be doing a mission called Diplomatic Orders. So let's get into it.
We have a diplomatic mission for you. An important Vulcan ambassador is traveling from his homeworld to the monastery at Pajem. Capturing the ambassador would be a major coup for the Klingons or Orions, so we're assigning you to make sure everything goes smoothly. You are to escort Ambassador Soketh to Pajem. Please meet him at Vulcan. Once you locate him, speak with him about the transport mission. Do whatever is necessary to keep him safe.
Okie dokie. I did make a few changes before we go. First off, there's my outfit to fit the Kelvin timeline theme. I've also changed my starship and weapons, as you can see here. This is again to fit the Kelvin timeline theme that I'm going for. So now let's get into it. And sometimes loading takes a while. Here we go.
My friends sacrificed so much to secure peace with the Klingons. I bear the responsibility for the consequences to him and his crew. A thought that troubles me to this day. The hope was that this alliance would last forever. It did not. The Klingons have chosen war. The Federation is doing its utmost to protect its borders and the billions of innocents who call this space home. But I fear that this conflict may be our undoing.
Okay. That was Leonard Nimoy, who played Spock in the originals. God rest his soul. And here we are at Vulcan.
Greetings. Thank you for agreeing to escort the ambassador to Pajem. Ambassador Soketh is currently attending a ritual to honor the end of the Kalrek holiday. He will be done soon, but the ambassador is hesitant to use transporter technology. His bias against the transporters is not logical, but I have come to accept it.
Yeah, here you can see the Kelvin Constitution class bridge view screen here, which is always nice for immersion.
I believe that Soketh would be much more comfortable traveling by shuttlecraft. I have received clearance for you to land near the ambassador's location. I look forward to meeting you in person.
One thing I wish they would do, though, is I wish they would give us the shuttles from the Kelvin timeline, as well as the ships.
Starfleet shuttlecraft. This is Vulcan Orbital Control. You are cleared to land at the requested coordinates. Welcome to Vulcan. Please enjoy your stay.
Captain, the ambassador and his aide are waiting for you at the temple at the top of this rise. You can speak to them there and find out if the ambassador needs anything else from us before we depart for Pijam. Okay. Let's go see if the ambassador... Oh. Captain, Ambassador Soketh's aide Tapella has requested you meet with her before speaking to the ambassador. Welcome to Vulcan.
Captain, I regret to inform you that we have come to an impasse in completing your mission. Allow me to explain. As you know, Pijam is sacred to the Vulcan people, and access to it is strictly prohibited. Ordinarily, this would not present any difficulty, but Savin, the leader of the order that maintains the monastery, has chosen this moment to illogically refuse to grant Ambassador Soketh permissions to meet with the abbot at Pijam. This is most abnormal.
Can this trip wait until Savin changes his mind?
The ambassador has considered going to the council to request that they overrule Savin, but the process will take time that he simply does not have. If the ambassador is unable to complete his journey to Pijam now, he will have to delay it until after the trade conference at Corridan is complete, and that could take weeks.
I wonder why Savin won't grant the ambassador permission.
The ambassador, I'm afraid, has spent too much time off-world. I have seen it change him. His interactions with other species have grown easier over the years, but our own people have become more challenging for him to deal with. Perhaps you could speak to Savin. I know he has a great deal of respect for Starfleet, and you might have an easier time than he has in convincing him to grant the ambassador's request.
Let me speak to Savin then.
Peace and long life. Do you seek knowledge of the ancestors?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go through all of this. Just because I've already done it many times before, and yeah. But all of that is just for the storyline, the background information. Is there any way I can persuade you to allow Soketh to visit Pijam?
I will permit it if you will pledge to me, on your honor as a Starfleet officer, that you will protect Pijam from harm. Soketh says his reasons for wanting to speak to the abbot are private. I will accept that, but only if you are with him. I know I can trust Starfleet. Please, protect Pijam from any who would violate its sanctity.
Welcome to Vulcan. Do you have any questions?
I've spoken to Savin. We can leave for Pijam now.
Excellent. Our departure has been delayed long enough by the whims of one man. I am prepared for the journey and can leave immediately.
Let's go.
Starfleet shuttlecraft, we have logged your flight trajectory, and you are cleared for departure. Live long and prosper.
Ambassador Soketh has retired to his quarters, Captain. You can leave the system whenever you like. Then let's go. And off we go to Pajem.
Your inventory has a replicator that will allow you to buy and sell items. Press I to open your inventory.
Sir, I'm picking up an unusual energy reading in this system. We should scan the system before we take the ambassador to the surface. Agreed. Sensors on maximum. Klingon shifts to cloaking, sir.
This is Captain Katak to all Klingon vessels. Target their warp drive. There will be no escaping our vengeance this time.
Warning, ship is under attack. Target's shields have failed.
Captain, we're being hailed by the Klingons. On screen.
Cease your fire, Captain. Perhaps today is a day for words. My fellow captains were blinded by our vengeance toward the shapeshifter aboard your vessel. They have died with honor. But if I am to die this day, then I would prefer to regale the halls of Stovokor with the tale of that foul creature's death.
Shapeshifter?
Ha! So even the mighty Federation has been fooled by the beast. Your guest from Vulcan is not as he or she seems, Captain. They are an Undine. They put on a false face and try to control us. But we Klingons know better. We will hunt them down until the last of these honorless dogs dies screaming.
An Undine? Have you any proof?
Proof? Pah! Allow me to stick a blade in its belly while I look it in the eye while it dies. That should be proof enough, even for Starfleet.
I'll take that into consideration.
If you wish the honor of the kill yourself, then it is yours to have. So long as the Undine dies, I will meet my death with eyes wide open and victory in my heart. I await your decision. Close hailing frequencies.
Let's see what my officers have to say. Captain, sensor scans indicate the Klingon vessel's warp drive shields and weapon systems are all offline. I don't even think they have impulse power. Whatever you decide to do, they can't really do much about it. The Undine are a species that was first encountered by the crew of the USS Voyager. They cataloged them as species 8472. As the Klingon commander indicated, they are indeed capable of changing shape. Additionally, they possess telepathic abilities that aid them in infiltrating the cultures of other species. So Ambassador Soketh could be one? I'm afraid that is the conclusion we cannot rule out, Captain. I could conduct a test to determine if the ambassador is who he claims to be. Unfortunately, that would violate his ambassadorial immunity. The Undine are physically superior to humans and consider anyone from our dimension to be an inferior life form. Their vessels are more than a match for the Borg. They represent a great threat to Starfleet. Ambassador is still in his quarters. Sir, I recommend sending a security detail to detain the Ambassador until we're certain of his identity. Sound precaution. Agreed. The Undine come from a dimension known as fluidic space. They use quantum singularities to move into ours. I'm afraid much of their technology still remains a mystery to us, but one thing is certain. It is not to be underestimated. So why use a Starfleet vessel? That I can't say, Captain, but as the Undine are virtually unknown in the Beta Quadrant, my guess is they are aiming to conceal their presence here. And the Klingons? What the Klingons are saying could be true, Captain. If the Undine are in the Beta Quadrant, it might just be that the Klingons sniffed them out before us. In this case, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. Call the Ambassador to the bridge and open a channel to the Klingon vessel. Let's settle this.
My patience is growing thin, Captain. If you lack the stomach to slay the beast aboard your vessel, then any Klingon here would gladly do it for you. I'd hate for you to stain that pretty Starfleet uniform with Undine blood.
Very generous, but unnecessary.
Then the beast is slain? Makar! Very good. Perhaps you've the heart of a warrior after all. Let me look upon our enemy, and tonight we will dine together as warriors and drink to the honored dead.
I present Ambassador Selkath.
Captain, I take my meditations very seriously. Why have I been summoned to the bridge?
Accused? Meet your accuser.
Alive? You're a fool, Captain! Strike now before it's too late!
Not without proof, Katak.
You want proof? Then lower your shields and allow me to beam over. Once the Undine's blood coats my blade, you'll see it for what it truly is. A Grint hound in Tark's clothing.
Ambassador, allow me to explain.
There's no need, Captain. The situation is not difficult to unravel. My concern lies in the logic of you entertaining this Klingon's meritless claim.
Meritless, but not unreasonable.
A most illogical conclusion. Allow us to examine the facts, Captain. You have a crippled Klingon vessel, whose captain has made unsubstantiated claims that I am an Undine, a species that is known to both the Federation and the Klingon Empire as a considerable threat.
Thus a reasonable consideration.
Potentially, but only if a great many other factors were to be true. Is it not much more likely that the Klingons have, in the face of defeat, instead sought to exploit Starfleet's desire for peaceful resolutions to conflict in order to repair their vessel and renew their assault?
Status of the Klingon vessel? Weapons inoperable, warp drive is still offline. Wait. I'm detecting an energy surge. They're engaging their cloaking device. Red alert. Lock weapons.
A true warrior strikes without mercy, Captain. I only hope to teach you this lesson personally before the Undine does. We may not be able to best your vessel, but a Klingon knows many roads to victory. The beast may have evaded my vengeance for now, but I can still ruin its plans here at Pajem.
Fire. I've lost them on sensors, Captain. They're gone. Scan the area. Captain, I'm detecting energy signatures on Pajem's surface. They're in the vicinity of the monastery. They appear to be transporter signals. Life signs indicate they are Klingons. I'm taking an away team down. Captain, shall I accompany you? No, it's too dangerous.
A wise precaution. Though I admit I am eager to see my people safe, I will await word until the monastery is secured. And Captain, let not my journey here be for naught.
Away team to transporter room 1. And it just repeats itself. That is a bug in this mission, is that it repeats itself in the last little bit of dialogue. Captain, we need to secure the area and then make our way towards the monastery, which is located at the top of the hill. I'm reading multiple Klingon patrols between us and the main building, sir. Recommend we proceed with caution. Stay alert. We need to find the monks. One shot. I like being able to do that sometimes. But it's going to take a while for any new players here to build up to that ability. Klingons love their bat'leths. You do not want to get close to those weapons. Unless you're using a melee weapon of your own. Sir, we're receiving an alert from Vulcan. Tapella says she must speak with you immediately. I'll patch her through to your tricorder.
I have terrible news. Vulcan security forces have discovered the body of Ambassador Soketh. They have determined that he was killed by a phaser blast at short range. His remains were discovered in a stasis chamber hidden in a cavern beneath the Ambassador's residence. The Ambassador on your ship, the one that I have been working for, is an imposter. You need to be very careful. This imposter was able to fool Soketh's closest associates for months. He is crafty and very patient. Now that he has been discovered, he will be dangerous.
Captain, security teams have reached Ambassador Soketh's quarters, but he's gone. They're searching the ship, but... Sir, unauthorized use of transporters detected. The Vulcan government is requesting that the imposter be detained and returned to Vulcan for questioning. Sir, whoever used the transporter erased the logs, but I have a feeling that the imposter is on the planet's surface. I recommend we locate him immediately. We'll find him.
Such emotion on your face. I see now my deception has been exposed. Pity. Capturing the abbot so we could replace him as well would have been beneficial. But we are strong.
We will prevail. You are weak, and the weak shall perish.
Recommend we return to the Grecian and search for the Undine ship. We need to find the Undine and take it back to Starfleet. Captain, there is an Undine ship on an intercept course. Sir, the Grecian doesn't have the armaments to handle an Undine attack. Starfleet reports that it is sending ships to assist us, but they are about 60 seconds out. We have to hold out until the reinforcements get here, Captain. If we target their torpedoes, we might have a chance.
Warning, ship is under attack.
And there she goes. The Undine ship is dead. These powers down here, they're only available for Intel ships, which are Tier 6. It's this scaling ship that I'm using here today. Downloading the data now, Captain. Incoming message from the USS Challenger.
This is Captain LaForge of the USS Challenger. Glad to see we made it here in time to lend you a hand. Perhaps you'll return the favor someday. LaForge out.
We've recovered the final data transmissions from the Undine vessel, as well as samples of the organic material used to create the ship. We need to get all of this back to Starfleet intelligence. They may be able to decrypt the messages and tell us more. So that was Geordi LaForge. He was a chief engineer on the Enterprise D in Star Trek Next Generation.
The ambassador was an Undine? I'm afraid their infiltration of the Federation goes much deeper than we realized. Who knows what kind of havoc they could create?
Congratulations, Lieutenant.
And there goes all of my lifetime subscription rewards.
Skills will increase your effectiveness.
Alright. Let's see. Skill tree. Going to put something into that. And into that. Okay, so that's that mission done. So I'll catch you guys in the next video.